Hi, good day, and welcome to the introduction to our subject heat transfer. So today we will be discussing the following. First, our syllabus, and second is what will be our approach in our teaching and learning process. And lastly, I will be giving you the online portals and the shared drive later in this presentation. So, the syllabus, the heat transfer syllabus starts with the CNS's vision and mission. So, you already know this, so skip natin. Anyway, I have a copy of the syllabus posted in our LMS, so just browse it if you need to refresh yourself. So, our subject is ME 114, heat transfer, with a description of deals with different modes of heat transfer, laws governing conduction, convection, and radiation, in its application to the design of common heat exchangers such as condensers, cooling coils, and evaporators, and the environmental impact of their operation. So our subject has 2 units. The prerequisite is thermodynamics 2. Weekly, we shall be having at least 2 hours. Then our schedule 9:30, 10:30 for ME3A and 1 to 2 for ME3B and Mondays and Wednesdays. But of course, that will be flexible according to kung anong time malakas ang signal sa inyo. Kung kailan kayo buhay mag-aral. Consultation hours anytime through our group chat in FB Messenger. So we also have the institutional intended learning outcomes, which you can also read from our downloadable syllabus in the learning management system of our school. Then we also have the program intended learning outcomes. So ito yung expected sa inyo after graduations. So we also discussed this in our previous subjects. But our subject has the following specific intended learning outcomes. So at the end of the course, you should be able to understand and solve problems relating to basic modes of heat transfer. You should understand, analyze, and solve problems relating to heat conduction, convection heat transfer, and radiation. And lastly, analyze heat exchangers. So our learning plan will be this one. So since we've started yesterday, I was just making my introduction yesterday, so I will be posting it after I finish this recording. So yan yung ating magiging topic on the daily basis. But I will be sending self-instructional modules or learning materials na pwede tayong mag-advance para yung approach natin ay flexible. Another is this is the intended learning outcome 2, which is mostly on heat conduction. Nakafocus na siya sa heat conduction. Then this is number 3, which is more on convection. Then the 4th learning outcomes, which is mostly by radiation. Then midterm exam. Ang final exam natin mostly ay heat exchangers with a little bit problems on the combined modes na madidiscuss natin. Attendance, wini-waive muna natin sa course policy na attendance. Wini-waive kaya yung 5% niya malilipat sa iba. Paano kinukompute yung grade nyo? Ito, isahin nyo na lang. Alam nyo naman ito previously sa ating mga subjects, ganun din. But most probably projects. So baka mahirapan tayo sa projects ngayong new normal, especially ngayong modified community quarantine. So yung project usually ay research or design of heat exchanger or computer programming simulation, mostly in Excel. Pagdating dun sa, anyway, bibigyan ko kayo ng instructions regarding yan sa project niya as we go on along with most probably conduction, convection. So, pwede nating magamit yung Excel sa simulation. Then, mode of quizzes and major exam is synchronous. So, ibig sabihin ng synchronous, sabay-sabay. homework, assignment submission shall be through email or dun sa ating shared drive. So, ito naman yung grading system natin. Most of you alam na ito. Then, ito naman ngayon yung course mapping. So, ito yung program outcomes na sinasabi na kanina na after graduation, ma-attain mo siya. So, minamap yan dun sa intended learning outcomes. Example, itong intended learning outcomes natin na solve problems relating to modes of heat transfer, nakalagay siya sa A. Sa A. E stands for enabling. Tatlong klase ito, pero yung heat transfer, enabling lang siya. Ano nga ba yung A? So, balikan natin yung A. So, makikita mo dun sa A, apply knowledge in mathematics and science to solve mechanical engineering problems. So, pag nag-topic tayo ng solve, so, mostly, papasok siya sa letter A. Similar with E and most probably K. So, paano natin gagawin ngayon yung learning? So, before that, i-define muna natin yung mga ilang basic definition. So, you have flexible learning. It refers to the ability to customize one's space, place, and mode of learning. With pace, for example, students may take accelerated programs or engage in live part-time learning to ensure they have time to work on the side. So, ang ibig sabihin nito ng flexible, kung may trabaho ka, gusto mo mas mahabang time frame, okay lang yon. But in our case, dahil yung semestral tayo, of course, kailangan natin matapos siya within December. With the exceptions na kung hindi ka pa rin tapos, ang magiging mo na lang ay magkakaroon ka ng grade na incomplete. Just to finish the program. Hindi ka agad i-fail. Yung blended learning naman, ang ibig sabihin niya is an approach to education that combines online educational materials and opportunities for interaction online with traditional place-based classroom methods. So may konti siyang face-to-face. But since health protocols, hindi tayo pwedeng mag face-to-face muna ngayon. So, hindi tayo mapapasok dito sa blended learning. Kaya lang yung blended learning, parang flexible learning link siya na flexible din. Yung sinabi nga kanina. Ano naman yung synchronous and synchronous learning? So, its basic premise is that learning can occur in different times and spaces, particularly to its learner, as opposed to synchronous learning. So, yun dati, synchronous kasi sabay-sabay tayo. Unang topic, tapos quiz, pangalawang topic, assessment, so on. So, sabay-sabay. Ngayon, medyo mahirapan kasi mostly mag-o-online, magkakaroon ng mga self-instructional modules. So, baka asynchronous. Ito, paano ba natin gagawin? Sabi nga, the big question is, what will be our approach? But before that, majority of those who answer the survey on the medium level technology, in which the approach is macro and micro learning process. So, yung survey natin, madami ang nagsagot ng medium level. Ibig sabihin, medyo malakas-lakas ng konti yung internet connection nila. Minsan, bumabagal. So, which means, I will be sending lecture notes, videos, and other means of a self-instructional process via Facebook, link to our shared drive for download or hard copy, or dun sa LMS. So, for download siya, para kahit offline ka, pwede kang gumawa. So, magiging flexible. Kung kailang ka-time pwedeng gumawa, pwede mo siyang gawin. But in the case of the low level technology, you can request hard copy. So I put here by requesting through email, not Facebook. Sa Facebook kasi pag sa group chat, natatabunan siya pag madami ng message. So mahirap nang hanapin kung sino yung mga nag-request. So ang gusto ko, request sa email kung talagang napakahirap ng signal. So padadalhan kita ng hard copy ng mga self-instructional materials. But of course, sana may download mo din yung ating PDF na reference. Kasi mostly, doon lang naman ako kukuha ng mga pang exams at mga pang quizzes. Ano? So, magkakaroon na dalawang groupings. So, some of you will be listed in macro group wherein we will have synchronous online assessments as quizzes where there is time limit and quiz duration. So, yung talagang makakapag-online, magpo-post ako ng quiz online. Ano, mamaya explain ko kung saan kasi magkakaroon tayo ng different portals. Ano? Pero yung walang-wala talaga, magsisend pa rin kami ng hard copy but it will be a different question. So, na pwede nyong sagutan. So, ito yung ating mga portals. Sa messaging, we will be using Facebook Messenger group chat. Kung magla-live streaming tayo, of course, Facebook pa rin. Kasi 15 na din ang max. Sa case kasi natin ay 51 kayo, block A and B. So, pwede nang pag-isahin yan. Kung 50 max, ma-absent na lang yung dalawa. Joke lang. Siguradong hindi naman makakapag-online talaga lahat. Pwede rin tayong mag-Zoom or Google Meet. So, mag-send na lang ako sa ating Facebook Messenger kung ano yung passcode. Ano. Sa quizzes and major exams, ang priority yung ginagamit ko ay Schoology app. So, lalagay ko rin siya sa learning management system for ano lang yan, for documentation ng school. Sa atin kasi mabagal ang learning management system ng school. Hindi ko alam, baka sa database niya. Hindi katulad sa Schoology app. And one other difference between Schoology app, between LMS, Moodle, and Google Classroom. Sa Schoology, nakakagamit ng mga special mathematical character like squared, na hindi kaya dun sa ibang learning management system. Kaya mostly, Schoology pagdating sa quizzes and major exams. So, shared drive, will be sending you and inviting you to our shared drive. Maybe later, after I posted this in our FB page. So, naandun rin yung ating folder na heat transfer. Sa loob niya, meron siyang folder ng project tsaka folder ng assignment. Na kung saan kung magpapasubmit ako ng assignment tsaka ng projects, kung research project, ay dun nyo na lang ilalagay. Okay? So, for questions, just post it in our FB Messenger or message me personally. Okay, thank you. Dito yung mga contact information ko. Ito naman yung picture ko nung baby pa ako. Thanks. Thanks, guys.